Hey, this is Herald sports writer Manny Navarro back with the Gridiron Report and back with Andre C. Fernandez here on Dr. Bud Tight Field at Cardinal Gibbons High School. Dre, let's make our picks for this week. Let's start off with that crazy district down south, 16-8A. Let me look at the schedule here. It says Coral Reef, South Dade. Is this it for Coral Reef?
Unfortunately, after they lose to Southridge, it's almost like they asked for it because the destiny was in their control, and now it's not. And South Dade is pretty annoyed that they dropped on the Killian last week. So I think the Bucks are going to knock the Kudas out, and that's the first half of this little dance they're going to have on 16-8A this week.
The second one, Killian and South Ridge. That's a 7:30 kickoff. Both games obviously linked to each other.
Well, I'm not going against Killian. I know the Ridge got they repaired their season a little bit, recovered a little bit, but no, there's no way. I mean, I think Killian, they've been on a roll ever since they were 1-4. I saw them against Gables after last week. How can I pick against them? I think Killian comes all the way back, wins the district, and South Dade's the runner-up.
All right. St. Thomas Aquinas taking on Plantation down at PAL Field. Big game, obviously, for Plantation. So, St. Thomas, we know they're in the playoffs. We know both these teams are in the playoffs, but Plantation played them tough last year.
They did. They definitely did, and they still have the athletes to do it. But I think St. Thomas, it always seems like that Miramar loss kind of wakes them up a little bit. And, they get the things corrected that they need to. They've been rolling people the last few weeks, and I don't see them getting stopped. Obviously, it's not going to be a 50-point blowout, I would think, because Plantation's too good for that. But Aquinas comes out on top.
All right, how about the game right here? American Heritage at Cardinal Gibbons, district championship on the line. We just talked to Coach Morrill. Are you picking his team?
Unfortunately, I got to disappoint Coach Morrill, and that's not because they lost to Ely. Even before they did, even if they had come into this game 8-0, it's a credit to Heritage. I think Heritage had a tremendous team. Coach Morrill said it himself. He thinks the team's flawless, not flawless, but hard to find any kind of weakness, is what he said. And the Patriots, they have it. I mean, the running game up front, they're stronger. Their linebackers, I've been saying all year, are so good. The secondary's done well. It's a complete team this year, and I think they're the ones that get the district title.
Hey, Deerfield Beach, South Plantation, District 11 8A title on the line here. How about the job Doug Gatewood's done?
Absolutely. I mean, we said it in our other segment. I mean, Doug Gatewood, tremendous credit. I mean, they lose their superstars over there, and suddenly they turn it all around. They go 6-2 right now. They have a good chance of making the playoffs, but I'm going to go with the Bucks on this one because I think Brandon Powell's a difference maker. Aaron McNeil and those guys do a great job, and I think they'll eke out a close win to get the district title, but it wouldn't be the end for South Plantation. They can come back and get into a runner-up tiebreaker with Taravella and with Monarch and maybe shock everybody by getting back in the postseason.
All right. Blanche, Ely, Northeast. Both of these teams really haven't had great seasons, but Ely's in position here to clinch the title.
Yeah, I mean, it's been an ugly record-wise because they've taken their lumps against some of the non-district opponents that they've played. But, Ely's done a good job the last few weeks. I mean, they played Northwestern tough a few weeks back, and I think they drew from that and were able to, to get the key wins that they needed. This is another one. I think they wrap it up and get the district title.
All right, Hollandale at Boynton Beach, 7 o'clock kickoff. This is a playoff playing game. Who's going to be the runner-up here to Dillard?
This is the one where a couple weeks ago, Hollandale looked like the kings of that district. Then they faced Dillard. Things didn't go so well. It's hard to pick this one because I have a bad feeling it's going to be Boynton Beach, but I'll go with Hollandale. I think let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's see if they pull it off on the road.
No doubt in my mind, Hollandale wins this game.
There you go.
All right, Norland, Carroll City. This is obviously a playoff game for Carroll City. They win, they're in, they lose, and all of a sudden we got to figure out the math.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Norland had a good chance of this, but they've struggled lately. And you know what? Trayon Gray is a special player, and I think even if it's mostly him doing the work this week, I think maybe Carroll City finds a few extra playmakers and they get the job done and avoid any confusion.
All right, Mater Academy American. This is the district championship clincher for American if they win it.
I'm tempted to pick Mater in this one, let me tell you, because it's one of those districts that's been so evenly played. You think I should do it?
Do it.
Yes, why not? What
wow.
are you picking?
I'm picking American. I'm glad that's another win in my book.
No, I take it back. I think the Patriots. But it is going to be a close game. Watch out for overtime in this one again.
This guy's so easy to convince, really. I mean, Monsignor, Pace, Gulliver, this is a play-in game. Pace on the road in this one.
Yeah, Pace on the road, but Gulliver, I think, has shown a little bit more all season just in terms of consistency. I know they ran into Booker T. They lost the lead against Westminster, but last week they were able to, get some things in order. I think Gulliver ends up winning this game. They showed the first 6 weeks how strong they are.
All right. Belen versus Ferguson at Belen, big district game.
You know, Ferguson's done a good job. They pushed Southwest pretty good last week. The Sean Carranza, running back, he's done a great job. He's run the football really well. But Belen knows how to win these big games. I mean, I know they struggled against Southwest, but that's more Southwest being a little better than usual for a team in that district. I think Belen gets the job done, even if it's a close game.
Win 201 for Rich Stewart after he won 200 last week. All right, Varela, Southwest, Tropical Park, 8 a.m. kickoff.
Yeah, Vipers again.
8 p.m.
8 p.m. Right. Yeah, it's all gonna be settled at Tropical Park, doubleheader. But I gotta go with Southwest in this one. I mean, again, Varela might be able to hang in the game, make it a good one. But the Eagles have shown a lot this year. Dre Pickett, White, and those guys will have another big one.
You just picked him because his name is Dre. All right, NMB versus Hialeah. This is the runner-up game in District 13 8A there behind North Miami. Who wins?
This is another tough one to pick, but this one I think I am going to stick to the first thing I say, and that is that even though Hialeah looks like the better team on paper, but look what happened against North Miami. I think Coach Bertani gets his guys in there, especially those seniors that have been waiting so long to make a big impact. And it's NMB, so what I'm going with.
I'm picking Mater, by the way. I was just trying to talk him into picking American.
Yeah, nice.
That wraps it up for this week. We'll see you next week.